Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I've been wanting to do this video for almost as long as I've been uploading. Way before I did my Paint It Pink series. But these two palettes, the BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis and the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Friendcation palette. Now, these palettes, to my knowledge, are no longer available. I don't think this Desert Oasis is, or the Desi, but when I've got to be careful holding up this one because it is broken. Whoops. Let's see if I can. Sorry, I'm trying not to. But there's the BH is on the bottom, and then there's the Dose of Colors. These palettes, and I've not swatched them, I have held off. These palettes, I don't know if it's the rose gold packaging on the inside or what, or that blue shade or the green one, but they just screamed, we're twinsies. So I'm going to do one eye with one palette and the other eye with the other palette, obviously. Like I said, I've not swatched these side by side. I've just looked at them side by side. I am going to see if I can push that burgundy one back down. And I will swatch that now. Then the one closest, what looks to be, is Heat. Is that the name of that? Heat Haze in the BH palette. But those are the two. The one on top is from BH and the bottom is Dose of Colors. I'm going in with this Morphe brush. I have my little cleaner there. And I'm going to start out with, let's see. I'm going to start out in the BH palette using Canyon, this shade. BH has some pigmented shadows, this being no exception. Alrighty, the eyes are primed, and I'm going to go in with the shade Sand. This, let me hold it right. This shade right here in the BH palette, and I'm going to set that primer. I just used the P. Louise, and then I'm going to go into this shade, which is the names are on the back, and I don't know if they go from this way or this way, so I'm just going to point. I'm going to do the Dose of Colors on this eye and the BH on this one. And I'm just going to set that primer by using that shade, just tapping it. Y'all can hear a thumping in the background. It's somebody's bass in my neighborhood in a vehicle. It's 10:50 in the morning, and apparently, and it's a whole grown-ass adult, but apparently they still think they're in high school and need to show off their booming system. But I digress. Oh, at least it's not on a Friday or Saturday night at midnight, which is usually the norm. So now I'm going to go in with sand, and I'm going to do this eye. And I knew these colors weren't going to really show up on my eyes, which is fine. I just wanted something to set that primer. Now, now I'm going to go in with that Canyon shade on this eye. And pop it in the crease. I had these two palettes sitting in my little at the ready eyeshadow holder over here, because I was like, I really want to do this. I really want to do this. And I had it up there during my Paint It Pink stuff, and it was one of those I was going to kind of throw in, but I didn't. And then I ended up putting it back on the shelf, and then I ended up pulling it back out. Then I ended up working on other stuff, and so I never got to it until today when I made myself. And we'll pull my hair back a little bit. Alrighty. Now, for the Friendcation palette, going in with that brown that I pointed to. And let's put it back on the side of the mirror that I can see. I think I called this in a video. I was like, let me flip it to the 2X side. No, it's not 2X. I think it's like 5. Okay. This one, and I do not like the Friendcation palette. I just, not a fan of it. I thought I would be, but the tones are just a little too cool for me. This shade is coming off very warm from what I can see, which is surprising because I've used it before and I thought it was a little cool. Maybe laying down that other shade helped. I'm going to go back in the BH side because I think I kicked off a little too much. Yeah, this one's a little bit more cooler. So the BH side is looking a little cool to me. A lot more cooler than this one, which is very surprising. So now I want to, it's really not a lot. I'm going to go in with, I don't have a burgundy, but I do have this deeper brown, which is that one. And this is very cool tone brown. I may have to mix it with a little bit of this. I really wanted to use the, I really wanted to use this one, but I don't have anything even close except for that shimmer. You know what? No. Stick with what you're doing, Jennifer. Stick with what you're doing. Y'all ever talk to yourself, or is it just me? Okay. Whew. I'm going to go in with the dose of colors first, so I can see how warm or how brown it is. Now flip my mirror. Ooh, that's very, very pretty. That's very pigmented. Very, very, very pigmented. I'm going to have to fix that side. Now, let's come over to this one. It's in the shade Nightscape. Well, the BH applied a lot less patchy than the Dose of Colors did. Let me see if I can blend this out a little bit. I'm going to go back in with that first brown shade and see if I can blend it. Oh, I don't like, see, I do not like this palette. Do not at all. It's not very blendable. It doesn't blend easy. And that's my opinion. This palette may work beautifully for someone else, but for me, it don't. And this is the only Dose of Colors palette that I have. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Not a fan. Oh, I'm just, yeah. Not. This has definitely solidified my declutter this Desi palette, Dose of Colors. Now, for the let's try that burgundy. Oh, I say burgundy, deeper brown, this one. And the closest thing I have, again, is the shimmer of this one. So that's what I'm going to try. What's it going to hurt? Not a darn thing. Might hurt my feelings, but I am not gonna be dissuaded from doing it. Just, oh, muddied it all up. I have the same reaction every time I use this palette. Ugh. All right, switched off my brush good. Now I'm going to go in to the shimmer. And let's see. I need a packer brush. Yeah, not the same look at all. Not even the same. It did nothing. Okay. Now, let's see if I'm going to swatch the two greens. The three greens. This one is the Dose of Colors, and this one and this one are the BH. And let's do the the two blues that are in the Dose of Colors palette. And then these two blues that are in the BH palette. And those are the BH blues. Not the greens may actually be, these two may actually be the closest. Well, yeah, but yeah, we'll do the green. We will do the green, and I'm going to use my finger for this. These shimmers are very dry feeling as well. Now, this palette may be one that expires. Let's take a look, see. Yeah, I think that's a 12. Gosh, it's hard to read. Even with my magnifying glass. Yeah, 12 months. This is older than 12 months, so, you know, I'm going to blame that. However, my BH one is older than that, and I don't have those issues with this palette at all. You know, and I thought maybe initially it was my application because I was using, you know, mainly the greens, and then I did the burgundies, but rust colors or whatever you want to call it. But it's doing it with all of them, and I've used all the shades now in that Dose of Colors. I put that other green on top of this one to see maybe if I could match this one a little better, but I can't, and that's all right. But definitely we'll use this one more so. Not only that, but you've got some, you know, bigger pans. You've got some highlighters over here. Just, it's very neutral, even, I mean, with the exception of that blue, which I think I want to put that blue on top now. I mean, I've compared the two. I think you can get a similar look. Maybe not that green, but just in the theory that I wanted to look at these. You know, like I said, first glance, they just looked so much alike. They really, that blue is beautiful in this BH palette. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now I'm going to use the blue one in this one. I mean, that's pretty too. This one kind of comes off when you're this is the Dose of Color Blue. It looks like it's almost got a violet shift to it. Swatching it. Excuse the messy application on it. But I just wanted to kind of get a look at that shimmer shade. That's it. That's my comparing these two palettes. You know what? We got one more, and that is this gold. That feels like a topper. And I got a couple of choices here. BH's formula is just amazing. I mean, they're just beautiful. And that's those. Let's pop a little bit. Just on top. A lot of fallout, and it feels like it's crumbling. I'm just gonna take one of the BH shades. Alrighty, that's it. Did what I set out to do. Now I do not have any guilt about getting rid of this. Pigmented, love it. If you have this, I definitely wouldn't suggest buying this one as well. You can come up with a similar look. May not be the exact same, but to me, the BH beat the DOC hands down in every category. Mattes, shimmers, all of it. Formulas, blendability, everything. All right, guys. Take care. Be beautiful. Be kind. Bye.